Okay, it says we are live. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I came in rushing from work. I haven't even had time to pour myself a glass of wine. So here I am with my water tonight. And welcome everybody to my Stamp and Sip live on Friday night. I am Michelle Solis. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator in Seekonk, Massachusetts. And I am here tonight going to show you the new linked together decorative masks that I purchased. They are from the mini catalog. And there's, I believe, 5 masks that work together to make some really pretty backgrounds. So let me see if I can go back to where I was with the camera down here. There we go. Okay, so this is, let me bring this back up a bit. These are the masks. They're called Linked Together Decorative Masks. And there, as I said, are 5 masks. Okay, and these are plastic, made out of plastic, and you get 5 of them. So the first one is like this. It looks kind of like a net. I really like the texture of this one. Oh, there's Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. So this one looks like a net to me. The next one is very similar, but it's thicker. So if you layer this over, first you're going to get a large area where your ink is going to be, and then you would lay this over and you get a smaller area. So you get a more of a concentration of ink in that smaller area. So there's those 2. Then you've got number 3 is even wider. Those things are even wider than number 2. So again, if you layer that over, you're going to get more of a concentration of color in those areas. Then you've got this one, which is number 4, which I love this one. So this one blocks off part of your space. So you're only getting color in the bottom half of these spaces. And then this last one is like a little starburst or a floral, and it puts a little, like a little pattern inside of those spaces. So if you used it with this one, it would put a little pattern in each one of those. So let me show you a couple of the cards that I made. So this one was one of them. This piece, I made a full piece and I cut it in half. But this one was made, I should have written down which ones I used. Pretty sure I used number 1 to get the basic shape. And then I used this one that put the color in the top area. And then I used this one, I believe, to put the darker blue little pattern in that area. And so you can see there's a line of green in the middle of that yellow and the blue. And that is from where I blended it. When the yellow met the blue, it created a little bit of a green line there. So I'm going to do that again tonight, and we'll see what we come up with, the color that blends in the middle. So that was one of them. This is the other one I did. When I first got the masks out, I layered them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the background that I created with that. So I did boho blue, blueberry bushel, and night of navy, and I don't know, I don't like them all together stacked on top. It kind of seems like a waste of ink. I really feel like they were meant to be used maybe 1, 2, or 3 at a time, and not all 5 at a time. But this is the background that I came up with that when I used all of them together. And then this last one, this is my favorite. This last one used the first mask that made that net pattern. And then I used this one, the one with the little triangles, to put more of a color in the bottom of those shapes. So that was just two masks together. And then this was a piece of designer series paper. And then this little branch and everything came from the Delightful Wishes stamp set and dies. You get that wishing and little sentiment there, wishing you a happy birthday. Okay, so those are the three that I made. And we're kind of going to duplicate at least two of them tonight. I don't know if I'm going to have time for all three, but we're going to definitely duplicate both of these. All right, but first, let's get some paper. Let's talk about how you use the masks. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get a piece of basic white paper. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Julie. Oh, thank you. Basic white paper, and I'm going to, this is 5.5 by 4.25. So I want it a little bit big because I'm going to cut it down, and I'm going to tape that down to my surface, just on the corners, just to hold it in place. As I'm not that coordinated, I can't hold everything in place and blend at the same time. All right, so then what I did was I'm going to use mask number 1, and I'm going to center that on my paper so I can see the borders around the outside. I want to leave myself some even borders. I can just tell already that when I do this blending tonight, everything's going to be shaking. All right, so then I'm going to use a piece of tape to tape the top of my mask and the bottom of my mask, just to help me as I'm blending. All right, so tonight I was thinking about using this designer series paper, Friends of the Ocean. And I'm not sure that we're going to get to a card to use the DSP, but these are the colors that I was inspired by tonight. So this designer series paper, did I lose a piece? This designer series paper, I must have lost a piece. Hang on. Oh, I lost 2 pieces. Okay. It's got a bunch of really bright colors. And the colors are Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, and Summer Splash. So those are the colors I pulled out tonight to play with. So this designer series paper has got these lobsters and crabs and a bunch of little sea creatures. And this is like a scallop pattern, some coral, some sea stars, some more sea creatures, my favorite little puffer fish there. And then on the other side, it's got some really pretty graphics. And I happen to love this color combination for summer. Orange and pink, or like a orange and yellow. Love that for the summer. So these are the patterns that you get. Anyway, that's where my inspiration came from for the colors that we're using tonight. Okay, let me get the stuff out of the way here. All right, so the first one that I'm going to do is we're going to do some, I can't decide. I was thinking Calypso Coral and Melon Mambo. So let's try those together. I haven't tried this combo yet. So I'm going to do, oh, this is stuck. There we go. I am going to use my blending brush, and I'm going to put the Calypso Coral on first. So this is a brush I used with yellow. This should be okay. Oops. So I'm going to pick up some color on my blending brush. And then I'm going to go to my surface. I'm going to start off a little bit just to get that harsh color off my brush. And then I'm just going to come on. Oh, you guys are wiggling. I'm so sorry. You'll be seasick by the time we're done. I need my assistant to come hold the camera still. All right, so we're going to put some, hi, Kathy, Calypso coral in here. Don't get seasick, Kathy. All right. So we're just going to do this very lightly because the harder I blend, the more the camera moves. So you can see that where the plastic lines are in the mask is where the color will be absent. And generally you want to try to get well, you want to, I've lost my words. You want to try and blend it so it's all one color, but it's almost impossible to be perfect. So just do it the best you can to blend it and get one color. All right. So there's that one. Oh, I've got Melon Mambo all over me already. Calypso Coral. Okay. Moving that out of the way. So now I've got this really pretty pattern that I think looks kind of like a net pattern. All right, I'm going to put on this one. So we're going to make this little card first. We're going to put this one on. And the way, oh, I forgot to measure where that went. All right, 1 second. I missed missed a very important point. All right, let's put this back. So when I put this onto my paper, it's got a little notch up here. So if I make a little pencil mark in that notch up there, and then a little pencil mark at the corner down here, that will help me line up the next mask in the correct place. So we're going to then take this one, we're going to have, it's also got a little notch in the top, and this is number 4 mask. We're going to line that up there, and then we're going to line it up in the corner down here. And then just, you might have to wiggle it still a little bit to get it exactly where you want it. And then I'm going to just put my little pieces of tape back on. I'm going to get another brush. And I'm going to use Melon Mambo for the other color. Okay, so this is going to put Melon Mambo in the bottom half of those, what would you call those, diamonds? Diamond shape? I think this is my favorite, one of my favorite colors. Love Melon Mambo, especially for the summertime. I have to get a stand for my phone that's not attached to the desk. And then it wouldn't wiggle as much. Okay. Get this last row here. And we'll lift that. And so now you can see that you've got your coral and your Melon Mambo there. All right, so what I did next on this card was I chose another color for the top, which was Nope, that's not what I did. What did I do? What did I do? Did I do the blue first? I think I did the blue first. Okay, so this time I did the darker color on top of the lighter color, where I did the opposite here. And so this blended a lot better. And it didn't pull a third color. It just blended in the pink into the pink. Okay, so then we're going to put on this little accent piece, which this little, I don't know what you call this. Is it floral? It's kind of like a floral, kind of like a starburst. We're going to do this pattern. So we're going to bring our little pieces of tape over. And again, I lined it up to the notch and then to the corner. And for this one, I'm going to do a darker color, which will be Berry Burst. Get another brush here. Okay, so then we'll just add our Berry Burst. We have to jiggle one more time, sorry. I feel so guilty about the jiggling. Look away. It's making you seasick. Okay, and then this is going to just fill in those little holes, which seem like they're too little to even take any ink in there, but they're not. This works really nicely. Let's see how that looks. There we go. So it makes a cute little pattern inside your little diamonds. I think it's adorable. Okay, so what I did to make this card was I cut this down. I can find my trimmer. Can you believe I can't find my trimmer? Oh my goodness. How would I have lost my trimmer? Where would I have put it? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's all the way behind me. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, that was a panic there for a second. All right, we're going to take this off of here. All right, then we're going to cut this down. And I think I made this 4 inches. No, I'm going to do this 3 inches. All right, so we're going to make this 3 inches. So we're going to cut this border off. And then we're going to go to 3 inches. Then I'm going to cut this border. And this one. And then I just cut this in half. So this is now kind of 5, so we're going to make it 2.5, a little less than 2.5. No? Oh, pretty good. Okay. And then I just took a card base and I attached one to the top and one to the bottom. Oh, it needs to be a little shorter. Okay, think I need some more space here. Let's see how much space I need. About an inch. Let me just cut a little more. Trim that down. And I have little strips I can play with now. No, what did I do? I'm going to fire myself from Stampin' Sips. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. So there, yes, that's better because we want to use the Sweetly Scripted, I think it is. If I can find that, here it is. Sweetly Scripted stamp set that's got these sentiments that will go all the way across your card. So tonight, let's do Speedy Recovery. All right, I'm going to stamp it first. Oh, maybe I don't want Speedy Recovery. It's not centered. Going back to the drawing board, one moment, please. We're going to make it Happy Birthday. Okay. So we're going to figure out where we want this to go. And we're going to pick that up on our stamping block. And we're going to do that in the Berry Burst, I think, in the middle. Although I don't think I cut any Berry Burst flowers. Okay, so we'll just get that lined up there. Happy birthday. And then we just have to glue on our paper. Oh, that's true. I could put a strip on the inside. Good idea. Okay, so I'm going to line this up right at the edge. And just make sure it's down to the end. Stick that down. And then just do the same on the other side. And you just want to make sure you're lining it up with the top one. There we go. And so what I did on the other one was I cut some flowers with, never have what I need when I'm talking, here we go, the heart-shaped set. This heart-shaped set is one of the celebration sets that you can get with a $120 purchase. So it comes with the stamp set and the dies, which I really like. Cuts out these little flowers, cuts out that beautiful heart, even a sentiment label. So that's what we used here for these little flowers. And I cut my third flowers, or my other flowers, in blue. I'm not sure why. Where's my other card? So I had coordinated my flowers better, but you know what? I don't think it looks bad. What do you guys think? How did I do this? I went like that and like that. And I had two up here. That's not bad with this color. Okay, we're going with it. What I think I will do is maybe cut or find a little embellishment that will be the same coral color and just tie it all together. So we will put these guys on dimensionals, and then I put one of these on dimensionals at the top, and one I just glued down on the other side. And then one of these I glued down and one I popped up. So we will just do the same thing, because you know, if it ain't broke, we don't want to fix it. So we'll just do the same thing. And so if you're noticing, these flowers have the little leaves, and that's because I fussy cut those. These I die cut with the dies, and it doesn't cut out that leaf. Okay. So there we go. Happy birthday. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? I love these colors, but I like these flowers. So that's where I am. I don't know about you guys. You tell me which one you like better. Okay. Now we're going to move on, and we are going to do one more background. So we're going to bring back our our mask, and we're going to do one more piece here. All right. And my tape, we're going to tape this down again. And then we're going to tape this down again. Probably not, oh, I have it almost in the same place. Yeah, that'll work. We'll put some tape at the top and the bottom. Okay, so let me show you the inspiration for this one. And it's from the Celebration catalog. It's this little card right here. So what they did with this one is they just did the net, the number 1 mask. And then I think they did the number 4 mask with the little starburst. As far as I can tell, that's what they did. So we're again going to use our Calypso coral. My stomach is growling. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's so loud. I'm thinking you might be able to hear it. I just got home from work and haven't had dinner yet. Okay. I was a little heavy-handed up there at the top. I have to blend that in a little bit. And that's what happens when you hit the paper right after coming off your ink pad. You always want to start at the side and then bring your ink onto your paper. So you can get a little bit of a harsh color there. Just blend that. But this is a background and it doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to put stuff on top of it. And I think that the whole feeling of blending is that you should get kind of, different colors. Okay, so there's our coral. And then we just want this one. Let's line this back up. And I'm going to do berry burst again. I have to admit, berry burst was not one of my favorite colors when it first came on the scene, but I have grown to like it a lot. Okay, we just want to get some of these little dots. And on this card, they used this pretty much whole. It was a whole mat on the front of that card. So we want to make sure that we're getting all the little starbursts all the way over to the side. I don't know. Have you decided? Are they starbursts or flowers? Lorraine likes the blue card. Kathy likes the blue birthday one. See, there's something for everybody. Okay, I think I got all of them. Oh, so cute. I love this little thing, whatever it is, starburst or a flower. It's adorable. Okay, so they used that as a full card front, and then they put some other elements on there. So we're going to cut this down. Get rid of these blending brushes. We're going to cut this down to 5. Well, let me cut this off and see what this ends up being. We cut our little edges off. It's got a little border, a little smidge more. Okay, let's see, what does this end up being? So that ends up being a little less than what I would do as a mat. 3 3/4 by not even quite 5. That's okay. We will work with it. Okay, so here's my little pieces I pulled out to make this card. So we'll make this the card front. And then I pulled out just a basic white square that is, I believe, 2.5, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 for my little heart. And then you can see they put like a banner end underneath it. I don't know, honestly, where they found that gigantic banner end. I got to figure out where that die is from. So I used my Stylish Shapes dies. So I'm going to use a smaller banner end there. And then we're going to decorate this little guy here with some stamping. We're going to do lemon lime twist. If I can find the stamp, here we go. So this is using both the heart stamp and the heart die. So they stamped and then they put the die cut on top of that. So we're going to do the same. So we will stamp off. We want it to be a little lighter. You can barely see it. Let's see what it looks like full strength. Lemon Lime Twist is a really light green. Maybe we just want to do it full strength. Let's see. Yep, I think I like that better. Could barely see the first one. Okay. And then we will put this over top, which is cute. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the little leaves behind there, which is cute. So we'll just put a couple of dots of glue on here. From Nested Essentials. Maybe. Do I have that? I might not have that. I will have to look it up. Okay, so I'm just randomly putting a couple dots of glue on some of these little leaves. You don't need a lot to hold this down. And we're going to just layer that right over there. And then they did these cute, oh, I lost my picture. They did these cute little cutouts. Did one go that way? I can't tell. I think they all went the same way. And then they put the little thingy on there. Okay, let's glue it together. Trying not to be too fussy. This is my goal for this year. Stop being so fussy. Because sometimes I overthink things and I just get too crazy about how the elements are. And then when I look back at the card, I'm like, that's so pretty. I don't know why you were having such a hard time with it. All right, so we're going to get this on there. I think they layered it over like that and put their banner. Okay, let's do that. Banner goes underneath. Like that. Gotta glue this right on there. Right to the edge. So cute. I didn't do my sentiment. What are we doing? Let's see. Just because I care, we'll just copy the whole thing. Just because I care. Let's see. And I'm stamping this in Berry Burst. And this little sentiment piece is Crumb Cake. It's another thing that I learned from the catalog is not to be so matchy-matchy. They always seem to pull in another color that I would never think of. Okay, we need some twine. So I am going to use some linen thread. Make a bow. Oop. Okay, scissors. Okay, now we need a tiny little glue dot. One moment. It's my paper pumpkin glue dot supply. These are so perfect when you need a little glue dot for a ribbon. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put that. Let's put this right there. Put the little ribbon. And then we'll put our little sentiment here with some dimensionals. Yes, I had the dimensionals out. Now I lost them again. Here they are. Okay. I don't know how your desk gets so crazy and just like a disaster in just a half an hour. But somehow it does. Okay, there we go. What do you think? I think it's pretty cute. Oh, I forgot the things after all of that. Was anybody yelling? Forgot the things. Oh, I can stick them under. Okay. Glue. Forgot the little things. Luckily, I didn't put too many dimensionals on there. I'm going to cut this one right in half. So it looks like it's going under. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get them in there. There. Okay, we made it. All right, now to find all the cards we made, here we go. So we've got these two with the heart-shaped bundle. And then we've got these two with the sweetly scripted. And I guess these are from the heart-shaped bundle as well. And then this last one, which we didn't have time to duplicate, that I made beforehand. Okay, that's it. So the name of the mask set is Linked Together Decorative Masks, and it should be in the mini catalog. And I think they're great to create all kinds of backgrounds. You can use them singly or together to create some different looks. All right, so that's it for me tonight. There we go. All right. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Remember that celebration lasts till the end of the month. So if you're purchasing something in the mini catalog or the online exclusives or the annual catalog, anything you purchase qualifies for a celebration reward purchase. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful weekend. I think it's going to snow again on Super Bowl Sunday, so we'll see. Go Chiefs. Okay, so I will put these cards up. I would love to know which ones are your favorites. Hopefully you guys will vote and tell me which ones are your favorites. But everybody have a good weekend and stay crafty, my friends. I'll see you here next week.